Good morning. This is the class 6 for the design of mesh elements. Today we got to discussing about the problems under the tensile stress and shear stress. Already we have discussed the two problems. Now the third problem. A hydraulic press exerts a total load of 3.5 meganewton. The load is carried by two steel rods supports the upper head of the press. If the safe stress is 85 megapascal and Young's modulus equal to 210 kN per mm square, find 1. Diameter of the rods, 2. Extension in each rod in a length of 2.5 meter. So to solve the problem, first of all we write the given data. That is given data 1. Load is equal to 3.5 meganewton. So 3.5 into 10 to the power 6 Newton. And then tensile stress induced in the rods equal to 85 megapascal, that is equal to 85 Newton per mm square. And Young's modulus is given as 210 kN per mm square, which is equal to 210 into 10 to the power 3 Newton per mm square. The length of the original length of the rod is 2.5 meter, that is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power 3 millimeter. All linear dimensions are converted into millimeter and kilonewton is converted into Newton. Now first we calculate the diameter of the rod. Diameter of the rod is represented small d. That is cross sectional area of the rod is equal to by d square divided by 4. If we substitute the value for by, we are getting the area is equal to 0.7854 into t to the power 2. So again the total load is shared by the two rods. So the load shared by each rod is equal to noted as P suffix 1 is equal to total load P divided by 2, that is equal to 3.5 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 2. We are getting the load shared by the single rod is 1.75 into 10 to the power 6 Newton. Now we know that the load shared by the each rod is equal to 1.75 into 10 to the power 6, that is equal to the tensile stress induced in each rod into cross sectional area of the rod. Stress is equal to load divided by area. From that formula we are getting load is equal to stress into area. Therefore tensile stress into area, that is equal to 85 into 0.7854 into 3 to the power square. We are getting value 66.76 at t square. Therefore t square is equal to 1.75 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 66.76. At the end we are getting the diameter of the rod is equal to 162 millimeter. Then next data, change in length of each rod, that is extension in each rod. The Young's modulus is given in the problem. Young's modulus equal to load shared by each rod into length of the rod divided by area of the cross section of the rod into change in length. From this formula we are getting dou L is equal to 1.012 millimeter. By solving this equation we are getting the extension in each rod is equal to 1.012 millimeter. This is second answer for the problem. And the next problem, fourth problem is the piston rod of a steam engine is 50 mm in diameter and 600 millimeter long. First off, the diameter of the piston is 400 millimeter and the maximum steam pressure is 0.9 Newton per mm square. Find the compression of the piston rod if the Young's modulus of the material of the piston rod is 210 kN per mm square. First we have to write the given data to solve this problem. The diameter of the piston is given as 50 millimeter and the length of the piston rod is given as 600 millimeter and the diameter of the cylinder piston is given as 400 millimeter. First given is diameter of the piston rod 50 millimeter. Now the capital D is used to mention the piston diameter is equal to 400 millimeter and pressure small t is equal to 0.9 Newton per mm square. Young's modulus is equal to 210 kilonewton per mm square, which is equal to 210 into 20 power 3 Newton per mm square. So from this data we have to calculate what is the change in length induced in the rod itself. For that, first we have to calculate the cross-sectional area of the piston or cylinder. That is equal to by capital D square divided by 4. Where capital D is given 400 mm into by divided by 4, we are getting 125680 mm square. Now the maximum load on the piston due to the steam pressure is capital P is equal to cross-sectional area of the piston into steam pressure. Already we have calculated cross-sectional area of the piston. Now this value is multiplied with steam pressure, that is 0.9. We are getting the load which is exerted on the piston is equal to 113110 Newton. Now the area of the piston rod is equal to by 4 into small d square. We are using small d notation for the piston rod. That is equal to by divided by 4 into 50 square. We are getting the cross-sectional area of the piston rod is equal to 1964 mm square. Now we want to calculate the extension or change in length of the piston rod by using the Young's modulus formula. Young's modulus is equal to load into L divided by A into dou L. A into dou L. Load already we have calculated 113110 into length of the rod, piston rod is 600 mm, divided by area of the cross-sectional area of the piston rod is 1964 into change in length. By solving this equation, we are getting dou L is equal to 0.165 mm. This is the answer. Now we discussing about the shear stress and shear strain. What is the shear stress and shear strain means? When a body is subjected to two equal and opposite forces acting tangentially across the resisting section, as a result of which the body tends to shear off the section, then the stress induced is called as shear stress. When we are applying the equal magnitude of load along the tangentially means the shearing failure will be induced, shearing stress will be induced. So the shear stress is noted as tau and shear strain is noted as phi. So shear stress is equal to tangential force divided by resisting area. So the cross-sectional area of the shearing section is equal to by d square divided by 4. If it is a pin or rivet means the area of the cross-sectional area of the shearing is equal to by d square divided by 4. Therefore shear stress is equal to load divided by area, that is P divided by d square divided by 4. Now next is shear modulus or modulus of rigidity. When a body is sheared within the elastic limit, the shear stress is proportional to the shear strain. Then that will be equal to shear stress equal to capital C into shear strain, where capital C is the modulus of rigidity or shear modulus. So by using these three formula, shear stress, shear strain and shear modulus, now we discussing about the problem. First problem, calculate the force required to punch a circular blank of 60 mm diameter in a plate of 5 mm thick. The ultimate shear stress of the plate is 350 Newton per mm square. So we are punching a hole in a plate of thickness 5 mm. For that, what is the force required to make a punch on the plate itself? That is the problem. The diameter to be punched is 60 mm. Thickness of the sheet metal is given as 5 mm. Ultimate shear strength of the sheet metal is given as 350 Newton per mm square. So solution, first we have to calculate the shearing area. Shearing area is equal to by d into t, circumference limit. By into 60 into 5, we are getting the 942.6 mm square. And then force required to punch a hole is equal to, force is equal to area into ultimate shear stress. that is equal to 942.6 into 350. At the end we are getting the 329910 Newton, that is equal to 329.91 kilonewton. So this quantity of force is required to make a punch on a seat metal. And then second problem is the knuckle pin problem. A tensile load of 80 kilonewton is transmitted from a bar X to the bar Y through a pin as shown in figure. If the maximum permissible tensile stress in the bar is 100 Newton per mm square and the permissible shear stress in the pin is 80 Newton per mm square, find the diameter of the bars and the pin. The load is, it is a knuckle joint problem. The power is transmitted from one end to another end through the rod itself. So the load transmitted is 80 kilonewton, that is 80,000 Newton, and the tensile stress is 100 Newton per mm square. The shear stress in the knuckle pin is 80 Newton per mm square. First we calculate the diameter of the bars. To calculate the diameter of the bars, we are using the tensile stress. The area of the bars equal to by capital B square divided by 4. We are getting answer 0.7854 Tb square. Now tensile stress is equal to load divided by area, and then we are substituting left hand side tensile stress value 100 is equal to 80 into 10 to the power 3 divided by the area what we have calculated already. At the end we are getting the diameter of the bars equal to 32 millimeter. Then second required data, this is the figure for the knuckle joint. The left hand side we are having the 4th end rod, and the right hand side we are having the I-end rod. These two rods are connected by the center pin, that is called as knuckle pin. So next, diameter of the pin we have to calculate. The area of the pin is equal to 2 into by pin diameter square divided by 4. Why we are using 2 means multiplication. 2 means the pin is induced double shear, hence we are using the multiplication value 2. That is equal to area is equal to 1.571 into diameter of the pin square. Shear stress is equal to load divided by the shearing area. Therefore, the shear stress value is given in the problem is equal to 80 is equal to 80 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 1.57 into pin diameter square. At the end, by solving this equation, at the end we are getting the diameter of the pin is equal to 35.2 millimeter. This is the required answer. So these are the simple problems based on the tensile stress and shear stress. So this is the problem for your practice. Kindly submit this problem as early, solve this problem and submit as early as possible. For any reference, you go through the R.S. Puruni and Bandari book. Thank you.